Have you ever wondered how a $16 pair of jammers from Amazon stacks up against a $40 pair of jammers from Tier? Watch this video and find out. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Celtic Clydesdale show. I'm Jim and I am the Celtic Clydesdale. In this episode, we're going to be doing a bit of a shootout between some Tier jammers and some My Kilometer jammers from Amazon.com. Let's get into it. All right, before we get started, I got a little bit of a disclaimer. Neither of these shorts were sent to me by the companies that make them, and neither company knows that I'm making this video. So what you're about to hear are going to be my opinions and just specs and facts about these things, and none of it is being influenced by the companies that make these shorts. So here we go. All right, where can you get these and how much are they going to cost you? So the Tier jammers you can get from tier.com. You could also pick some up at Dick's Sporting Goods through Swim Outlet, and you can even get them on Amazon. Now, I will say the particular pair I have here, this model is discontinued. As far as I can tell, it's been replaced with the Durafast line, and I can also only find solid colors for it. All right, so there's no cool designs, but they're going to cost you between $36 and $44. All right, the particular pair I have, I paid $40 for about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer. The My Kilometer jammers, as far as I can tell, are only available through Amazon.com. All right. There's no particular model name for these, but when you search for My Kilometer swim jammers, you'll see different listings for these and different patterns for them in different colors. I got this particular orange pair. They sent me back $16. All right. You're going to end up paying between $15 and about $22. So a pretty good deal on these. Let's get into the rest of this. All right, let's talk about the fit. I'm going to point out that when I bought the Tier jammers, I was a slight bit smaller than I am now, and I got 36s. All right, they actually still fit fairly well. They're pretty snug, but they're not uncomfortably snug, so I keep wearing them. I could probably jump up to the 38s and be all right, but even when I first got these, they fit pretty snug, and I don't think I've ever had to use the drawstring that comes with them because the waistband is just set just right. All right. I will also point out these ride a little low. If you're looking for a lot of coverage above your hips, these aren't going to do you well. Let's talk about the My Kilometers. So if you order these My Kilometers through Amazon in particular, make sure that you use the sizing chart and pick the size that the sizing chart tells you to pick. If you do that, these are going to fit nicely. I will say that for me, I got the 2XL, and I actually have to use the drawstring on these to keep the waist sitting where it's supposed to be. That said, these also ride a little bit low. If you're looking for something with, a bit of coverage above the waist, again, not your bag. As for like fitting at the legs and the groin area, both of these sets of jammers fit quite nicely. And as far as one fitting better than the other, I got nothing. All right, so they both fit quite well and they're both quite comfortable. So there's no clear-cut winner in that one. All right, let's move on and talk about the material and maybe durability. All right, the durability. Now, as I said, I've had these Tier jammers for quite some time, probably a year to a year and a half. I don't quite remember when I bought them, but they've been swam in a lot, almost entirely in pools, but they have had some time down at the river, not a whole lot, definitely more pool time, and the chlorine has not destroyed the fabric at all, and my chub rub, as they like to call it, from my thick thighs has not worn anything through the inner thigh of these. So as far as the durability for the Tier jammers, I think it's money well spent. So these have held up to quite a bit of swims at the pool, definitely some swims down at the river, and they're still going strong. They show no sign of wearing out. I've got no modesty issues with them being, see-through or anything like that, but yeah, they're holding up quite well. Fairly impressed with them. As for the My Kilometers, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only had these for I don't know, 2 or 3 months. The number of swims I've done with them is not quite equal to the swims I've done in these tiers, but in the time I've been wearing them, the chlorine in the pool has not diminished the color at all, hasn't destroyed any of the seam work on these, and the material itself, it's showing no signs of any real wear. And the chub rub thing, the inner thigh, showing no problems. I don't have quite the run with these that I have with the tier jammers, but as far as I can tell, the durability of these $16 jammers is pretty well on point with these $40 tier jammers. So a winner? No, neither one of these takes it. So let's move on. All right, the feel. Both of these feel pretty good. I will point out, both pairs of these jammers are 100% polyester. Honestly, when you hold them in your hands, the material for either one feels the same. It almost feels like they're literally cut from the same cloth, as the saying goes. I don't feel any difference now. The way they're assembled is obviously different, and I will say that other than the fact that the waist on the My Kilometer jammers seems to be a little bit looser than the waist on the tiers, I don't feel any real difference when I'm wearing these versus when I'm wearing these. Now, the waistband thing, as far as I can tell, that could just be because the tier jammers are probably a little bit too small for me, while the My Kilometer jammers are right at the size I'm supposed to be wearing. So I can't answer that, why the waistband thing is like it is, but I'm putting it out there, so it's something you could expect. But as far as the feel of these, there's no clear-cut winner, which I seem to be saying a lot. Let's go ahead and discuss some final thoughts. All right, final thoughts for these two pairs of jammers. The My Kilometers, I really enjoy these because they're bright orange, and I like things that are bright orange. And the tier jammers, well, I like the tier jammers because, to be honest with you, I like tiers, products a lot. So yeah, I like those. Would I buy more tier jammers? Yeah, probably. I think I would. In fact, I was just looking on the internet, and right now they have $20 for their grab bag, which is basically you send them $20 and they send you a 100% polyester jammer that, is basically you take what you get. But I mean, it's tier, and I've had these jammers long enough that I could say that if you send them $20 and they send you a random set of jammers, the only thing that's going to be wrong with them is you may not like the pattern or the color or whatnot that shows up, but they're going to be a decent pair of jammers. As for these My Kilometers, are they worth spending $16 on? You know what? I'm going to say they are. And as far as the, durability of these is concerned, like I said earlier, so far I've had no issues with them. And I think that at the price point for these, even if they only last for, 6 months of swimming, it's worth it. Would I buy these over these? I mean, I don't know. Usually I'm a cheapskate, so yeah, I probably would buy the My Kilometers over the tiers. But if I happen to see a pair of tiers that were in a pattern or whatnot that I really enjoyed, I'd probably jump on them. As for a clear-cut winner in the tiers versus the My Kilometers, there really isn't one. So would I say that there's no reason to pay the $40 for the tiers? You know what? I'm going to have to leave that one up to you. And I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. All right, there you have it. A shootout between two different pairs of jammers, one from Tier and one from My Kilometer through Amazon.com. No clear-cut winner. It happens sometimes. Now, if you've liked this video, do me a favor. Give me that thumbs up. Helps me with the algorithm, and it will get my videos in front of more people. Also, if you're new to the channel or you haven't done so quite yet, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and go ahead and ring the notification bell. All these also help me out in the algorithm to get this information in front of more people, all right? The last thing I want to ask you is, do me a favor and get down in the comments, interact with me. Let me know what you think. Do you have tier jammers? Let me know what you think about those. Have you tried out the My Kilometers from Amazon? Let me know what you think about those. Or even just get down in the comments and give me ideas for future videos, all right? Interacting with the viewers is the best part of doing this, so help me have some fun, all right? Until next time, keep on keeping on.